In this video, I'll be walking you through step-by-step how to create a simple book description for your self-published books through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing using ChatGPT. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Zane, and on this channel I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, online entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to be walking you through step-by-step how I go about creating a book description for your self-published book through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing utilizing ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is kind of like the new big thing right now when it comes to artificial intelligence, and it actually is a very useful tool for people who are self-publishing books like you and I, but to a certain extent, it can be overused. So I would highly recommend not using it, for example, ghostwriting your entire book or something like that. Amazon has filters in place to recognize AI writing pretty simply. So if you do upload your book and it's written entirely by ChatGPT, chances are that book's either going to get totally removed off the platform or your account could get suspended. So I highly recommend not using stuff like ChatGPT and any AI services to fully do things like ghostwrite your books. But when it comes to a book description, it's a much more simple thing, and it's something that we can go in and kind of edit and make our own. It's a good tool to assist us in creating things like book descriptions. So without further ado, I'm going to show you an example of how to go about creating a book description, what kind of prompt I would use inside of ChatGPT, and how to go about basically creating the book description for Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So without further ado, let's jump into my computer and get going with this. So I'm on ChatGPT here. I'll link it down below if you don't know how to find it. I'll put it in the description down there. And here is the prompt that I would use when it comes to creating a book description. I'll show you guys right away, right out of the gate. But before I go into detail about the basically the output that it gave me based on this prompt, I want to show you the book that I got the idea from. But let's go over the prompt real quick. So basically what I said to ChatGPT, if you're not familiar with the service, you can literally just go onto it, click new chat, and you can go down here and write a prompt. And you start writing a prompt like, can you give me 3 book ideas based around survival? And it's going to spit out 3 book ideas based about survival. I could have put 10, it'll give me 10. I can put 20, it'll give me 20. You basically can ask it to do whatever you want, and it will spit out an answer for you, which is very, very cool. And basically not something that we've ever really experienced in the past. So it's a really handy tool, and you can ask it to do a lot of things. You could ask it to fix any grammatical errors you have in a certain paragraph. But like I said before, it's not to be overused because sometimes it will give you the wrong answers. So definitely take everything that it's giving you with a grain of salt. So I'll stop generating right now. You can see it's still spitting out things for me. But let's go back to what I had on screen there, which was this one right here. And I'm going to zoom in to the prompt that I gave it here. Okay. So what I said is write me a book description that is formatted to this as the same as the one here. And I'll show you this one in just a second here. I'm actually going to, I have it open here anyways. And what I said, my book description is about my book in the hydroponics niche. Please include the topics as topics discussed in the book. As these topics below, I should have said discussed in the book. So these are the things I said. 5 of the most effective ways to set up lighting and how to manage your water. Unheard of tips. So these are basically the main things I wanted to mention in the description. And I said, please write this book description in an upbeat, savvy tone with professional copywriter in mind. So you could say, if you have a serious book, please write me a book description in a serious, formal tone with a professional copywriter in mind. You just got to give it an idea for how you want it to write and spit out the answer for you. And then it'll do the rest of the work for you. And then I said at the bottom, this needs to be around 400 words, please. Okay, so that'll give it a length as well. Because if you don't tell it the length, it'll usually give you a pretty short response. But since I said 400, it actually gave me a pretty healthy response. So before I show you the example that it spat out for me without me doing anything more than this, all I had was my 5 main topics from the book here. You can see I listed them out, and I gave it an example of a description that I wanted to copy the formatting for. So let's go look at that formatting style that this book had for its book descriptions. I'll click it up here. You can see this is just an example. I don't know this person. I don't know where this book is from. When it was published, I do know when it was published, May 19th, 2020. But we'll scroll down and you can see the book description for this particular book. It has a hook at the beginning, a couple paragraphs asking questions, talks about the different topics in the book down below, and then has kind of a CTA at the bottom. What are you waiting for? Scroll to the top and buy this book right now. Okay. This is a classic format that a lot of people use when it comes to book descriptions. So I thought I'd just use it. It was a good example to kind of show ChatGPT and see what it spits out for me in terms of a book description for my book if I want to create a book about, or a book description about hydroponics. So let's go back to ChatGPT and we'll take a look at the book description that it managed to spit out for me. And in all honesty, it is quite good. And in my opinion, it would require maybe a little bit of tweaking after it's spit it out here for me. And there's some things that could use a bit of work. But the general consensus of what ChatGPT is good at is it's going to help you save time and maybe even give you a couple additional ideas that you might not have thought of if it wasn't for ChatGPT that you might want to include in the book description. So looking at this one here, you can see it's got a hook for me: unlock the power of hydroponics gardening with this expert guide. And I didn't mention that anywhere. It just came up with that on its own. So it's kind of cool. After that, it says, do you want to learn how to create a thriving hydroponic garden? Look no further. This book is packed with everything you need to know to set up, maintain, and maximize your hydroponic system. And in all honesty, that is worded pretty well. I don't even know if I'd go in and change anything. That's pretty solid. And then it says right here, discover the 5 most effective ways to set up lighting and manage water, along with unheard of tips and tricks for hydroponic setups specific for your climate. Learn about 10 special ingredients that will keep your plants happy and healthy, and avoid countless common errors with our helpful remedies. Keep pests and disease at bay with our 6 personally proven control methods. I'm no professional copywriter, but this actually reads pretty well. And one thing I would highly recommend doing is putting your book description through a plagiarism checker. Grammarly has one. Qtext is also another one. Quetext. You can put your book description through there. Just make sure it's not completely ripped off from the internet. Usually ChatGPT doesn't rip things off from the internet. It generates these things totally randomly for you. So this is a pretty good paragraph right here. Let's continue. So it says, not only will you learn about the technical aspects of hydroponic gardening, but you'll also gain a deeper understanding of the science behind it. Our expert author has combined, that one I would definitely change because it should be coming from, these words should be coming from the author. So I'd probably put you'd probably be speaking in third person. So you might want to put the pen name there or your name. So if I was doing my name, I'd put Dane McBeth has combined practical experience and extensive research to bring you a comprehensive guide to hydroponic gardening. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this book is your essential guide to hydroponic gardening. You'll be amazed at the results you can achieve with the right knowledge and techniques. So why wait? Start your hydroponic garden today. Order your copy of Hydroponic Gardening, the essential. So this is stealing the topic from this one because I told it to format it. So I just took that straight from that book description or from this book page. So you obviously want to put in your own title here. And discover the full potential of hydroponic gardening. So that's the title. So instead of having this down here, I'd probably replace that with some kind of CTA. So what are you waiting for? Scroll up to the top, click the buy now button, and change your hydroponic gardening skills forever, something like that, right? Just to pop that at the bottom there, replace it with the title of the book. But I'm sure you guys can agree with me, looking at this book description that it spat out for me in literally 3 seconds. It's very, very high quality. It's definitely a foundation for me to build off of and create an even more powerful book description, utilizing certain words and phrases and sentence structure that I might not have thought of before, that now I can utilize in my book description in order to up the quality of it and hopefully, potentially get more sales from my books. So ChatGPT is an excellent, excellent tool if you want to use it to assist you with creation. I wouldn't say it's a good tool to replace creation of books. And don't get me wrong, that might change in the near future. It might get better and better and better and better as more research, as more data pours into the software. But for now, looking at it, in my humble opinion, I think that ChatGPT is an excellent assistant to creating a very, very highly profitable, flourishing publishing business. Because it's not only going to give you ideas like this one does, but it's also going to save you time and increase your productivity majorly as we go about utilizing it for publishing. And like I said, it could evolve into something better and better the more we give it time to get data and just gather all the different information that people are entering into it day by day. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my little tutorial about how to use ChatGPT for creating a book description. I've used it for a few now and it works honestly flawlessly. I usually take them, edit them my own, put them through a plagiarism checker, make sure it's all good to go, put them onto my books, and honestly, it works very, very well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I do make videos about, like I said, self-publishing, online entrepreneurship, and lifestyle. I try to post a video every other week or so. So if that interests you, I hope you're able to drop a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Like I said, I try to post new ones every other week. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.